Hi, welcome to Miracle Making Psychology and Tarot Tools with my 2-minute micro lesson. Today I want to talk about myths and misconceptions a lot of people have about tarot cards. I want to clarify what tarot card readings are and what they aren't. And also I want to talk about how to benefit from them, even if you don't believe that it's an instrument that is working. So, write your name in the comments below. Say hello as you join. Even on the replay, say hello. Where are you in the world? Tell a few words about yourself. So, today's topic, how to get benefits of tarot, even if you don't believe in it. So, for those who doesn't know me, my name is Tatiana Morris and I'm a conscious relationships expert. I combine the knowledge I have from being a tarot reader, a mental health counselor, and a cosmoenergy healer. And I help people understand themselves and others on a deep emotional level. I spent the last 15 years of my life accumulating knowledge in an attempt to understand myself and other people, and now I want to share this knowledge with you. Today my clients are women and men who want to understand themselves and other people better, gain high consciousness, to create lives and relationships they want. So, today's topic, how to get benefits of tarot even if you don't believe in it. Have you ever heard about tarot readings and their purpose? Type yes in comments. Well, let's dive in. First of all, tarot readings are not designed for predicting the future, because the future doesn't exist. It gets created by the choices we all make. So the goal of tarot readings is to get clarity about where you are now in the situation and how to make the choices that will allow you to create the future you want. Do you want to know more about how to do that? Tell me yes below. Tell me yes below in comments if you ever heard about that. Do you know anyone who could benefit from those tips? Write their name below. Well, let's start with a story. Once in the past, I had a client who wanted to get a tarot reading, just out of curiosity. This person wanted to know more about it. And it was a man who was a very scientifically, logically minded person. So he believed in facts and logic, and so tarot was something unusual to him. And so that's why the first thing he said to me when we met was, I don't believe in tarot. And surprisingly or not, it's a common thing I hear from people, especially those who need to have some sort of material proof of something working before even trying it. And so I responded to him the same way I usually do, which is the truth. You don't need to. It's not a religion. So tarot is not a religion. You don't need to believe in it for it to work. So what is tarot? Tarot cards are a tool. It's an instrument. They work independently from what you believe. However, if by believing you mean by not believing you mean having a closed mind and just rejecting everything, all information you get from a tarot reading, well, like with any tool, if you don't use it, if you don't take what it provides, well, it's useless. That's all. So back to my clients and the story. I did the reading, and my client was actually very surprised by the accuracy of the information provided. And so because of that, he asked me, like, how does that work? I told the truth. I have no idea. And I really don't. However, by the same token, I have no idea how, like, my phone or my computer works, but it doesn't stop me from using them. So, same with tarot. I don't know how it works, but I know it does work because it proved it one time and time again in my own life and in life of my clients. And so why do I use tarot? Well, I call it an assessment tool to get an objective third-party opinion on what is actually happening in your life, your relationships, at your work, with your business, with your money situation, or whatever else you want. Pretty much anything that has to do with you. What is the point of view of the advice given? Well, it comes with the place what's best for you, not for your friends or for your relatives or whatever, but for the person actually getting, for the client of the reading, for this person's destiny, for their happiness. And again, it's a proven tool. So if you are confused, if you are doing everything you are supposed to do, but it still doesn't work the way you want to, if you need help with finding clarity, this is exactly what I do. With use of tarot cards, I help people get clarity of what is happening in their lives and how to create the future they want, instead of creating just a future based on all those unconscious beliefs and social expectations and all this other stuff that we all have in our unconscious mind. And that's the power of consciousness. That's why I value the consciousness so much. And so, how do I help people? As a therapist, I know the psychological side of our beliefs, feelings, conscious and unconscious mind, how it all works. And so during a tarot reading, I turn the information provided in cards into actionable steps and advice that people can use. And because most of the changes that we all need to make in those situations is psychological and emotional. Most of the time, tarot cards advise people to change their perception of their situation so it could change for the better. Do you want to know more? Do you want to continue this conversation? Join me in my free group. I'll put the link below.